The people of Izdolje will never forget the day a group of men attacked Boris Petko's bar. Boris, his family and friends had been watching a football match when they stormed the bar, beating up everyone inside and wreaking havoc. A 16-year-old boy from the neighborhood was even hospitalized with a serious head injury.
They weren't local men. They traveled here for more than 100 kilometers. This was a premeditated attack. I want the authorities to find out who organized this and who sent them.
Boris has since repaired the damage. Some suspected attackers are now behind bars, although the background of the attack has not been cleared up. Boris, who belongs to Croatia's Serb minority, has been subjected to intense online abuse from right-wing Croatians. They accuse him of being a war criminal and ex-police officer who tortured Croatian prisoners of war.
The authorities and media have never refuted these accusations. Nobody has made clear this wasn't me, Boris Petko. They've all kept silent. Nobody has explained that I was only 12 years old when the war broke out.
The legacy of the Yugoslav wars is still evident today. The Croatian county of Knin-Šibenik was once occupied by Serbs and then retaken by Croats. Many ruins still dot the region today. Thousands were massacred and fell victim to ethnic cleansing. Hundreds of thousands were forced to flee. The retaking of Knin during Operation Storm became a symbol of the Croatian victory and is celebrated every year with great pomp and fanfare. This year, President Kolinda Grabar-Kitarović said she wished she'd fought alongside the Croatian troops. Nationalism is on the rise in Croatia. Attacks on the Serb minority are increasing, but the region's governor claims the Uzdolje attack was an isolated incident.
There were no such incidents. The situation is peaceful and stable. There are no excesses, hate crimes or anything like that.
The Croatian government sees things differently. They've strongly condemned the attacks and are demanding that local authorities track down the perpetrators. But the problem is much bigger than the authorities want to let on, says journalist Vaska Radulović. Gangs chant nationalist slogans and stones are thrown into windows at night, though she says only a fraction of the attacks become known.
In villages where mainly older Serbs live, they don't want to talk about it when something like that happens. They have justified fears, because something like the attack in Uzdolje could happen anywhere.
Vaska Radulović has documented many such cases.
Here, people's olive trees were chopped down. They live from olives. They're farmers. Of course, no one asked them how high the damage was, and they didn't get any compensation either.
But Boris is not intimidated. He says he gets along with everyone, whether Serb or Croat. Apart from the bar, he runs a farm and has big plans. Soon he hopes to turn his bar into a restaurant that will serve meat he's raised himself.
We have to look to the future, not the past. We want to live, work, create something, that's all.
Near his house is a commemorative plaque which remembers the 8 Serbs killed here almost 15 years ago during Operation Storm. They all died on a single day, and all were over 60. Old people who couldn't or wouldn't flee. Their killers are still at large. Here, history is long from being forgotten.